There's one more Christmas question. We've asked the first part of the question, but you've got to do the second part as well. It's, what are you cooking for Christmas this year? This is from Catherine, by the way. And please, can you say microwave?
I think you've not done that. No. Okay, can I just say before I do this, because it's so embarrassing.
I'm getting fired.
Sorry, I don't have the power. That, you know, all families have, like, in jokes, or I mispronounce words, you know, coconut, desiccated coconut is desecrated coconut. When you get something new and electronic, you read the instructions. So I will say, but I wasn't aware that it would cause this. So I will say how I say it at home. I don't know. It's made me so self-conscious that I have to call it the you-know-what now. Anyway, okay, I will say it, but know that you're all making me very uncomfortable. Microwavé. But, you know, I wasn't aware even doing it, and we were so astonished. And in fact, Dom, my director, and I were talking before that, and we thought we'd get into trouble for the amount of brown butter in the mashed potato. It never occurred to us, you know, because I think that these things are natural, and I'm not scripted when I'm doing it any more than I'm scripted now. And so that, I don't know, can't hide campness, frankly. That's the real truth. Anyway, and why should I?
Exactly, yeah. And then this question, you are famed for your crisp cauldron, which we nearly brought on tour. I'm glad we didn't, though, because it's massive. What is your favourite crisp?
Well, can I just talk about flavours rather than in... Yeah, okay, so salt and vinegar. Always salt and vinegar. And I have got a difficult time recently. I hope you can feel sorry for me. And I actually think, you know, this is not something only I feel, that salt and vinegar crisps have become anodyne. They are so, like, not enough salt, not enough vinegar, not enough fat. Now, people don't buy, when I see reduced fat, don't buy crisps then. It's a bit like when people go, I'm on a diet, can you think, is there a low, you know, or I'm on this, can I have dessert? Don't eat dessert. I mean, it's not, it's just you don't have low-fat things which shouldn't be low-fat. Either don't eat them or eat them. So I have been troubled for a long time. Like, all the salt and vinegar crisps aren't that good anymore. So I moved over. He nearly led me astray, tried to send me to discos, which were good once,
well,
but again...
they used to be good.
Yeah,
they used to, like, tear the roof of your mouth off.
I know, I made him eat one because he kept saying, oh, you should try them, they're so good. It's cardboard. No, I can't say that. They're not like that, but they don't have the real taste. They don't have enough taste for me, and I'm sure they're great for lots of people. But so I moved on to salt and vinegar hula hoops. And they are fabulous. But I actually was talking about my problem and how disappointed I was in this. And I was recommended, sorry for viewers abroad, I was recommended Co-op salt and vinegar, and I was a bit put off when I saw them because it says Chardonnay vinegar. And I was like him, I said to him, so, you know, it sounds grander than it is. So when you go on tour, you have a rider. Like, so I don't go like, I want a basket of kittens. I want a basket of kittens, I want my own jet, and I want all this. No, I said I want salt and vinegar crisps. And you know, proper tea and that sort of thing. He only gave me posh crisps with balsamic vinegar in them. That was... I don't want to be ungrateful because he was trying his best, but we had to have words. I now bring some of my own crisps with me as well, despite the rider. But they are very good. They are very good, the Co-op salt and vinegar, so I'm happy with that. But as I say, the hula hoops too. I'm always interested in a new flavour. And in terms of, if we're going to do crisps as a general thing to cover all potato and corn starch and wheat nonsense, like a twiglet. I love a twiglet, and I would really hate not to have them in my cauldron.
I agree. Twiglet's the best.
But you've always turned down my Marmite and Vegemite sandwiches.
It's not a Twiglet, is it? Well, what, Marmite or Vegemite?
Well...
Bear in mind there's Aussies watching.
No. But I have been a traitor to this country for some time in liking Vegemite. However, I have recently gone back to Marmite because the Dynamite Marmite is lovely. It makes it sound like it's going to be more chili-ish, but I felt that Marmite had... I experience... I'm not very musical, so this might explain it. I experience taste a bit in a sort of musical framework, and I felt what had happened with Marmite is that it kept all the high notes and the squeak, but it lost the depth. And although Vegemite isn't quite as strong, I enjoy it has those lower notes, which I think are very important to food and cooking or eating. But I think that the new chili-fied version of the Marmite is good, and it is very good for my Anna Del Conte's that I, obviously with credit, but borrowed, and I'm very grateful for. It's very good in that. So just spaghetti, bit of Marmite or butter, parmesan, pasta water.
Nice.
I've gone off on a different track now, but that's. But if I think of any other crisps I can recommend, yes, I'm not a snob, and I'm not an inverted snob. I can't stand people looking down on other people's choices or thinking you're choosing something to be rarefied. We like what we like. So there's a more upmarket packet of crisps or make of crisps, Bert's, and they do Guinness crisps, and they are really wonderful too. Anyway.
But to back you up on that, I once got a text from Nigella after a show saying, on the next show, can we have frazzles? It's like, what?
Oh, I love frazzles. I'm having trouble getting some at the moment, but it's okay. I found a secret stash somewhere. I have to do that. I have room for a monster munch, but I prefer the pickled onion to the beef. I'm sorry. We must be honest. I must speak my truth.